So I will start with the first mic here, boys, and it's Kirk Cousins' Twitter, which you guys stepped in last week. So here's what happened. I don't know if you live in a cave here in the O-Line Committee universe and you somehow didn't consume last week's episode. We talked about Kirk Cousins, what the Vikings should do, and I think about halfway through the discussion, I brought up, all right, I'm just an idiot with a Vikings NFC Championship 1998 hat. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. You guys played 16 years in the NFL. It kind of bothers me that he takes 24 hours off on Tuesdays. And you guys both said, yeah, like based on our 16 years of experience in the NFL, one of you played in the Super Bowl. The other one played with Phillip Rivers and Cam Newton. So that's kind of weird, right? Did you expect the avalanche of negativity, calling you guys idiots, calling your families ugly? Like, what is your reaction to Kirk Cousins' Twitter after you stepped in it last week?
Dude, I fucking laughed.
First of all of you get sensitive fine.
For sure. Ultra
Single one of
sensitive.
you. And then we're going to come back for an ultra sensitive for all of you as well.
I'm writing this down.
Listen.
Keeping notes.
If you watch the episode, nowhere in there did we attack Kirk Cousins' character. Nowhere in there did we say that he was a dog shit quarterback. All we talked about was that I have had zero experience with quarterbacks that didn't at least come into work a little bit on Tuesday, right? And everyone that was defending, like, well, Patrick Mahomes went to his daughter's soccer games on Tuesday or this, that, and the other thing. Yeah, but I promise you he went and did some work before that because Kirk very plainly said, I don't do any football for 24 hours on Tuesday. I get away from it. I don't do any of it.
He does body work. He does get the massage, the deep tissue.
That's different.
Okay.
There's prep, right? There's prep. And then other people, last rebuttal here, the idea that he's not prepared on Sundays, right? Like, obviously he's prepared. He's putting up numbers. Great. You can be prepared. But the caveat there is, are you ready for everything? Right? That's the last thing. Are you ready for everything that can be thrown at you? Or is there one or two times a game where, like, Kirk, you missed that one, bud. You missed that blitz. You missed that read. Like, once or twice, that's all it takes. And in a game that requires precision all the time, we'll see. And all I know is I'm starting to read more things about the Vikings possibly not bringing Kirk Cousins back. And I'm just going to sit there and let you know, I keep receipts. And when all this comes down, we'll see what happens.
Such a hater. So much
yeah,
hate.
I know, right?
There's so much hate in your heart, Jeremiah.
Such a hater as I just spell out the truth.
Jay, I forgot to tell you. I had the best weekend ever. Just fucking ever. I went all over the place for hockey, and I got into a lot of conversations with a lot of people. And I mean, most of them were like, dude, I'm fucking with you. And I was like, thank you. And I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't have a Twitter because I don't give a fuck what any of you think, okay? I was in that room on Tuesday. I know what the GM and the head coach are saying. I know what the fucking owner's saying. I know. I don't care. I'm telling you, it's the truth. And it's okay. And I'm not even mad. And you've all been fine for sensitive. I used to love when people get hit with sensitive because you'd be like, let them say something.
Say something else.
Say something else. Boop, ding, ultra. And then if it kept going, it was like, dude, now it's a fight.
I'm going to see if we can get a sensitive ding for one of you guys here because I'm going to read some tweets about you from Kirk Cousins' Twitter last week.
This is the best.
Let's start with Wyatt. Wyatt chimes in here. I don't think Wyatt played in the NFL, but Wyatt has some opinions for you guys. Yeah, shame on Kirk for caring more about his kids and wife than his career. What a bad human being that Kirk Cousins is.
Yeah, because asking you to work 18 Tuesdays out of the 52 weeks and pay you $45 million. Terrible of us to ask you to work and win us football games.
Maybe you'd be a better parent, though. If
maybe
you
I'd be a better dad. Maybe a better dad. But
maybe I could coach another sport. Maybe I could have. Maybe could have done something else.
I mean,
Boone coaches 14 sports for 4
and I
kids
still
right
went
now.
on Tuesday all day. I mean, that's how life goes, man. They don't get it. They just don't understand that. Like for 7 months, you can do whatever you want. You can literally do and go and say, turn your phone off. Coaches don't have, they can call, you don't have to answer. They can't get mad because your response could be like, I want to be left the fuck alone. And their answer will be, so do I. I'm not mad at you.
See you in August.
I'm not even kidding you. That's their response. If you try to call a coach in the off season, they will not answer. And they'll text you back with, fucking busy, stupid. Leave me alone. Okay? But the minute you walk in August, your phone is fully charged. It is always off, like vibrate, and it is fucking ready for a phone call at night from that coach. And it is always ready to roll because that's the time that we're on, because that's when we're getting paid. That's when you get paid to go in. And so there's like never like a, no, I can't make it today. Dude, we've only asked you to be here for like 3 months.
I mean, guys miss the births of their children. Like,
It's happened.
But should
I
they
missed
have
Johnny's
to?
birth. I was at a game.
Adrian chimes in. Should they have to? Adrian chimes in, says, at the end of the day, it's a career. Players need to have work-life balance like any other profession.
That's the most millennial Gen Z. There it is. Dang it.
I got it.
I hate that phrase so freaking much, dude. Work-life balance is maybe listen,
ultra.
that triggers me, and it triggers me in a bad way. Whenever I hear someone talk about a work-life balance, I'm like, you will not succeed. I'm sorry. Nothing in life will succeed. If you feel like you're a 24-year-old and you're like, I I need more work-life balance, and I wish I was making $250K a year, like the guy that's been here for 40 years. Like, I have a right to that. I deserve that. No, you earn that. You don't just get to walk into that. So as soon as I read that one, as soon as I hear the words uttered to me, work-life balance, I want to jump off a bridge.
Oh, I love this.
I keep going. This is great.
Okay, let's see. So, this is great. This is from Denumis. Imagine basing thoughts off these two players. Kirk has been a top 10 quarterback, but let's listen to players who never made the Pro Bowl talk about what it takes to be one of the best in the NFL.
Got me. Oh, shit. I mean, none of us, again, we weren't attacking Kirk's character. We were just simply talking off of our previous experiences in the NFL with potential Hall of Fame quarterbacks. That's all I'm going to say. My favorite, I don't know if you saw this, Mac, my wife, I got home on Friday night from, we were up in Minnesota, and I came back, and she doesn't pay attention much on Twitter. I go, did you see what happened to me on Twitter this week? She goes, well, I go, I got dragged. She's like, what? She goes, I got dragged. And so she pulls up her tweet, and we may have had a few glasses of wine. And she starts going through, and she goes, this is hilarious. And then she started retweeting them. She started retweeting the mean tweets that everyone, and she's just like, this is hysterical. Like, you're getting murdered on here. I was like, yeah. And she just kept going. And I was like, okay, that's enough.
I gotta
was
get
like,
Twitter.
That's enough.
I
That's
got
enough.
I gotta
She thought
get
it was.
on
She
this.
thought it was so funny.
I got to get on this.
Alex, I think Alex should stay. Jay, this might need to be an intervention. I think Alex should stay off Twitter.
Good, yeah. You need, like,
I just want to read
there's a
these
reason
funny
when
tweets.
like you have a thought, you call me.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you filter your thought through me, and then we decide if it's good to send out to the world or not. If you have Twitter,
a
there is
committee
no
for sure.
filter. Like there is no filter. It's just like, I should send this.
I'm not gonna lie. About a month ago, Jay called me and was like, "Take it down, fucking now."
Yeah.
I was like, "What?" He was like, "Right now,
Yeah.
dude." That's how it was when I played. Jay called me like, "Nope,
Nope, can't
don't
do
do
that.
that. Can't
Yep.
do that, buddy. That we're humans. We don't do that too."
I have
Here's what-
alerts. I have alerts for whenever Alex posts, so that I
Are
make
you
sure
kidding me? It's the
I can
best.
get to it quickly if something happens.
Okay, here's one of the tweets, one of the mean tweets that Jeremiah's wife retweeted to the internet world.
Hit it.
Sirles is one of the worst Vikings linemen in history. Both of these dudes,
Dudes.
both of these dudes most likely have CTE. They've been hit in the head a lot. Just because they played in the league doesn't make them experts. Kirk has had more success than both of these dudes combined. They're just bitter.
Okay.
I know this.
I
have more playoff wins than Kirk. So
I know. I played in the Super Bowl. I don't know what the fuck anybody wants me to say. I don't have a response for any of this.
A little sensitive.
No, literally, I don't know. What do I say? That's a lie. I have had more success. I've been to more playoff games.
A little bit.
may
What
not,
did I
have
do?
made more, may not have made more money, but
I wasn't a
pretty sure
quarterback.
I've won,
What the fuck you want me to
I
do?
won 3 playoff games. So
Oh, here's I'll give you one more here. It's the most common response to this entire episode last week.
Is it the
And
lazy
it's just
comment?
it's some variation of, well, at least Kirk doesn't take Sundays off like Alex did for his entire career.
Dude, I read that and died. Johnny's like, "What are you laughing at?" I go, "I don't even know. I don't know how to respond to this. Would you
dude, where
send
were
me
you on
that?
Sundays? Where was a check?
Dude, I was at hockey. I was at volleyball. I was dying laughing reading these. People are like, "What are you laughing at?" I'm like, people are crushing me, and they're like, "Yeah, you must." One of the girls' moms from volleyball, swear to God, comes out of nowhere on Sunday and goes, "Well, you've had an interesting weekend." I'm like, Jesus Christ! Even you've heard about this? All the dads were looking at me some type of way over in fucking Burnsville. Like, I saw what you said. So he's my guy. I'm a crusader.
Dude, tell
I'll
me
die on the cross.
Why? What has he done to earn this loyalty from people?
a great
I'm
guy.
so confused. Like, what
a great
has he
guy.
I
done
think
in
because
Viking land?
he's a
He's a
super
great
nice
guy.
man.
Who gives
He's
a
They
shit?
don't
super nice
understand. You have to separate personal from business,
It's just
and that's why there's no
business,
response to
dude.
this.
It's
just
just business.
You can't say anything. They're not going to believe it. It's constantly like, he's just a great guy. And we're like, we know he's a great fucking guy. Wears the Coles, does the chains, no shirt. Awesome. Fucking cool. Just can't win the big one.
And it's also the price point. Like,
That's
if
what our
Kirk-
biggest thing
if Kirk
is.
Cousins comes back for $15 million, dude, sign me up.
Fuck yeah.
All day long. Cool. Let's roll. If he comes back for 40, it's just not worth it. It's not personal. I'm not personally attacking Kirko. I like the guy. I think he's kind of a cool, quirky, fun guy. I just don't like him for the price point at which he's going to demand when he could go to another team that's closer to winning the Super Bowl for that price point.
Dude,
and
by the
we
way,
can start building.
Speaking of price point,
it.
he is gearing up. This is some quarterbacks.
Oh,
Patrick
you
Mahomes,
saw the video.
Tom Brady. They
Oh,
shine
the
in
video.
February. Kirk shines in
Calculated.
March.
Dude,
The Monday of the
Calculated.
combine, and there he is dropping back.
Yep.
Tossing passes on a tennis court. Is that because just the ground is stable? You don't want to
Yes.
go out on the grass, right?
Yes. And so listen, every quarterback in the NFL is somewhat of a trained killer.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
They're very calculated and very cold in the moves in which they can make, whether it's undercutting a coach at the end and being like, get that guy out, I don't want him, going rogue on a play call during the thing, or free agency. When all leading up to here, he's been talking about in his suits and he's not in his Kohl's cash anymore, looking good. He goes on to the NFL awards ceremony and he's dancing. And then the calculated move of Monday morning, combine meetings are beginning, calendars are filling up, and everyone at the combine is going to want to talk about Kirk. And he's just out there slinging the rock. He could have thrown it 4 times. Who knows? He could have thrown it 4 times. Like, you get that? Great. Post it. And that's all it would have taken. And now Twitter world's like, look at this guy. He's going to be
Dude,
great.
here's the crazy
fine.
thing. So there's all these platforms that have projected contracts for all the, like PFF and Spotrac and Over the Cap, right? They project everyone's contract figure. I've seen 3 different projection websites over the last month. All 3 of them have seen his value go up by like $10 million a year. In the last 30 days, nothing has happened except for him going on stage and dancing and him throwing footballs on a tennis court, right?
Yeah.
But him doing the media tour. And it is brilliant negotiation
No, it is.
leverage by him.
fantastic.
It's how
He's
you
gonna
have to
get
do
another
it.
$80 million guaranteed. And
Dude, even the fans know why you posted that video. Everybody knows why you posted that video. Everyone's like, you're a fucking dog, dude. Like, I see what you're doing here. Look at him out there just like, I'm just going to throw a couple passes. No big deal.
And the salary cap going up $30 million.
Dude, it went up big this year.
How about
Big.
that?
It's
30
fucking
million.
huge.
Thanks, Taylor. Listen, may hate it on you, but if you brought the salary cap to go up $30 million,
Somebody's
appreciate
getting
you,
paid.
Swifty.
yeah, you
Appreciate
resisted
ya.
this all year. You in particular, Jay.
Hey.
Mr.
and don't forget-
If we can push $30 million every year, I don't care what she does on.
Yeah, and you know after a 4-year average, you have to spend all that money. So eventually somebody on every team is going to get paid some fucking money.
Yeah, I think
You
this
have to
opened
spend.
this opened the door for Kirk to get another max contract, like big contract, when the salary cap goes up by that much. Because they were projecting it to go up by like 8 at one point, and then it goes up by 30, and you're like, woo! All
220
right,
to
here we
250.
go.
They're like,
here
damn.
we go.
Yeah.